morning sun climbed over old fence lines, painting gold across these hands of mine. This gravel road is known by every mile. It raised a stubborn heart with a country smile. The old oak still leans where my father stood, talking about life the way good men should. Years roll by like clouds across the sky, but some roots never say goodbye. Time may carry yesterday away, but love leaves echoes that forever stay. Like rust on the wind, we all leave a trace, a whisper of laughter no storm can erase. The dust may settle, the seasons may bend, but hearts built with hope don't break in the end. Every goodbye finds a new sunrise again. We're more than our footprints, like rust on the wind. Mama's rocking chair still sings at night, holding quiet dreams in the porch light. The creek keeps flowing like an old refrain, washing away sorrow but never the names. I've chased horizons where the highways run, worked from daylight till the setting sun. Still every road I've ever known turns my heart back toward home. The world keeps spinning faster every day, but simple truths never fade away. Like rust on the wind, we all leave a trace, a whisper of laughter no storm can erase. The dust may settle, the seasons may bend, but hearts built with hope don't break in the end. Every goodbye finds a new sunrise again. We're more than our footprints, like rust on the wind. When the stars come calling across the fields, they remind us every scar can heal. Every old photograph, every worn out song carries a little piece of where we belong. If tomorrow finds me farther down the line, I'll carry these memories every time. Like rust on the wind, our stories we lean, written in sunsets, joy and gentle pain. The miles may change us, but love always wins, living forever beneath weathered skin. As long as these old country songs begin, we'll ride together like rust on the wind. Where the prairie meets the evening sky, I'll tip my hat as the years roll by. The road keeps calling, my faithful friend. I'll leave my song like rust on the wind. sings before the break of day. Coffee's hot and the sky turns gray. Boots on the porch, hat in my hand. Another sunrise across this land. The pasture wakes beneath the morning light. 1,000 dreams in the clear blue sky. I've learned that peace don't wear a crown. It lives where simple hearts are found. The world keeps chasing roads of gold, but I found riches in stories told. I'll be here when the cattle come home, where the tall grass sways and the wild winds roam. No matter how far these old roads may lead, this country soul is all I'll ever need. Through every season, come joy or storm, I'll be right here where my heart was born. No matter where tomorrow may roam, I'll be waiting when the cattle come home. That old red barn has seen the years, held our laughter and dried our tears. Granddad's fence still stands so proud, speaking louder than any crowd. The river hums an old familiar tune beneath the stars and harvest moon. Every sunset paints the sky like a promise that never says goodbye. The finest things I've ever known can't be bought, they're grown back home. I'll be here when the cattle come home, where the tall grass sways and the wild winds roam. No matter how far these old roads may lead, this country soul is all I'll ever need. Through every season, come joy or storm, I'll be right here where my heart was born. No matter where tomorrow may roam, I'll be waiting when the cattle come home. If these hands grow weary with age and silver finds its place upon my face, I'll still thank heaven for every mile, every hard-earned day, every country smile. Because love grows deeper with passing years, watered by hope through joy and tears. I'll be here when the cattle come home, where love still lives in weathered stone. The fields may change, the years may fly, but faithful hearts never say goodbye. As long as the prairie meets the open sky, this old dream will never die. I'll keep this fire burning bright till the stars give way to morning light. The gate swings wide, the day's work's done. Another chapter beneath the setting sun. No place on earth has ever felt like home. I'll be here when the cattle come home. Kettle sang its morning tune just before the harvest moon slipped away. You smiled across that old oak table like forever had another day. Steam rose slow between our hands while silence said what words could not. Some memories are brewed for a lifetime, in little moments time forgot. The world was waking mile by mile, but heaven lingered there a while. Let's share one last coffee at dawn before another day moves on. Hold this cup and hold my hand like the morning understands. If the road should call us far apart, take this sunrise in your heart. Love can travel all day long. It begins with one last coffee at dawn. Whispered in the breeze as robins filled the air with song. You laughed about the little things, the kind that keep a soul strong. The old truck waited by the fence, ready for another dusty mile. But every journey worth remembering starts with one familiar smile. Life keeps turning like old wheels. The truest treasures are the ones we feel. Let's share one last coffee at dawn before another day moves on. Hold this cup and hold my hand like the morning understands. If the road should call us far apart, take this sunrise in your heart. Love can travel all day long. It begins with one last coffee at dawn. Years from now, when autumn falls and gray finds every strand of hair, I'll remember that quiet morning and the simple love we shared. No riches shine as bright as this, no grand parade could ever compare. A lifetime lives inside a moment when someone truly cares. Let's share one last coffee at dawn while the sky puts daylight on. Every sunrise tells us true, the best of life begins with you. When tomorrow writes another page, our love will never fade with age. No matter where these roads are drawn, I'll find you in that coffee at dawn. The cup grows empty, the light grows strong. The birds keep singing their morning song. Another day has just begun with one last coffee at dawn. Tires hum on a worn-out road with a six-string riding by my side. A cooler in the back, a heart full of songs, nowhere in this world to hide. The morning mist fades in the rearview glass as mile markers drift away. Every bend holds another chance to find what tomorrow has to say. I've learned that freedom isn't found in gold. It's written in the stories the open roads have told. I've got dusty highway dreams running wild like mountain streams. With every sunset, every town, I leave a little piece of me behind. The wind keeps singing my favorite tune beneath the stars and silver moon. No matter where these wheels may roam, the highway always leads me home. A weathered diner off exit 9 served black coffee and homemade pie. An old man smiled and tipped his hat, said, "Son, don't let your dreams pass by." I carried those words another 100 miles like a melody I couldn't lose. Sometimes the best directions come from strangers with well-worn boots. Every sunrise paints the sky anew, reminding me there's always something worth chasing. I've got dusty highway dreams running wild like mountain streams. With every sunset, every town, I leave a little piece of me behind. The wind keeps singing my favorite tune beneath the stars and silver moon. No matter where these wheels may roam, the highway always leads me home. When my hair turns silver gray and these old hands begin to slow, I'll still remember every mile, every friend, every winding road. Because life isn't measured by where you end, but by the heart you meet along the way. I've got dusty highway dreams, brighter now than they once seemed. Every mile has shaped my soul, every detour made me whole. So if you see these headlights shine, rolling through the edge of time, wave hello as I pass by, still chasing dreams beneath the country sky. One more sunrise, one more song, another road to carry me along. As long as these old wheels still turn, I'll follow where the horizons burn. There was a little house at the end of the road, where the summer breeze and the wildflowers grow. A wooden porch with a rocking chair and a welcome sign hanging in the air. Every evening when the sun went down, the porch lights shined all over town. It told every traveler passing by there was a place where a tired heart could fly. Some things change like the seasons do, but some old lights keep shining through. was a beacon in the dark sky. It knew every tear, every prayer, every dream, every broken road, and every in-between. No matter how far I'd run or hide, the porch light never lied. I remember Mama waiting by the door, counting every step across the floor. She'd say, son, wherever you choose to go, remember the place where your roots still grow. The years rolled on and the old house aged, but that little light never lost its flame. Through changing times and passing years, it stood through laughter, love, and tears. A home ain't built with walls and stone, it's built from the hearts that call it home. The porch light never lied, it was always burning bright. Through the storms and the lonely nights, it was a beacon in the dark sky. It knew every tear, every prayer, every dream, every broken road, and every in-between. No matter how far I'd run or hide, the porch light never lied. Now my hair is touched with silver, and my footsteps aren't as fast. But when I see that old front porch, I see a lifetime in the past. The voices may have faded, the pictures may have turned gray, but that little light still tells me love never fades away. The porch light never lied, it still welcomes me tonight. After all the miles I've traveled, after every wrong and right, it's the place where my heart remembers, the place where my soul can rest. A simple light beside the doorway that always gave its best. So if you see a porch light glowing on a quiet country night, follow the road that leads you home, where love is still alive. Clouds rolled in across the open plain, washing old memories with the summer rain. I walk that field where we used to run, chasing shadows beneath the Texas sun. The fence posts lean like they knew my name. The years have changed, but the land stayed the same, and there they were by the old dirt road. Blue flowers blooming where our story was told. Some hearts break, some hearts heal, but the earth remembers everything we feel. Blue bonnets in the rain, dancing through the fields again, like a promise from long ago, reminding me of what I know. Love may wander, time may change, but some things never fade away. Through every storm and every pain, I'll find you in the blue bonnets in the rain. I still hear your laughter by the creek, in the quiet places where the wild winds speak. The old wooden bridge still crosses the stream, holding the pieces of a younger dream. We were young with the world ahead, with endless roads beneath our feet, but the sweetest memories I ever found were the simple days on this old ground. The seasons turn, the years move on, but a true love leaves a lasting song. Blue bonnets in the rain, dancing through the fields again, like a promise from long ago, reminding me of what I know. Love may wander, time may change, but some things never fade away. Through every storm and every pain, I'll find you in the blue bonnets in the rain. Maybe someday when the sky turns gold and these tired hands finally go, I'll walk that field one more time where your memory still shines. No goodbye can take away the love that blooms from yesterday. Blue bonnets in the rain, still calling out your name. Every drop that falls tonight carries a little piece of life. Though the road may bend and bend again, I'll follow where the wildflowers stand, because love always finds a way, like blue bonnets after the rain. So let the thunder roll across the sky, let the rivers run and the years pass by. I'll keep this memory close and plain. Blue bonnets blooming in the rain. There's a worn out chair beside the window, where the evening shadows fall. An old six-string rests against the wall. It's been with me through it all. The wood is scratched, the strings are faded, but it still remembers every song. Every tear I cried into the silence, every place where I belong. Some stories never make the headlines, some memories never leave your soul, and some old things carry the secrets of the hearts they've helped make whole. My old guitar knows every road I walked alone, every dream I chased, every place I've been, every scar beneath my skin. It knows the sound of a broken heart, the hope that comes with a brand new start. When I can't find the words to say, my old guitar knows the way. It sang beneath the midnight stars in towns where nobody knew my name. It played beside a campfire glow and held me through the rain. It heard the songs about my father and the love I couldn't hide. It carried all my forgotten prayers when I had nowhere else to turn inside. The years can change a man completely, but some things never lose their truth. A simple melody can bring you back to the dreams you had in youth. My old guitar knows every road I've walked alone, every dream I've chased, every place I've been, every scar beneath my skin. It knows the sound of a broken heart, the hope that comes with a brand new start. When I can't find the words to say, my old guitar knows the way. One day when my hands grow weaker and my voice begins to fade, I hope someone picks it up gently and plays the songs I made. Let it tell the world my story, the highs, the lows, the rain and sun. Because every life has a melody and every song has someone. My old guitar knows the places where my spirit goes. Through the years and changing times, it keeps the rhythm of this life. It knows the love, it knows the pain, it knows the sunshine and the rain. As long as these six strings still play, my old guitar will lead the way. So I'll pick it up this evening as the stars begin to shine. My old guitar knows my story, and this old heart knows every line.
There's a wooden box beneath my bed, filled with words that were never said. Old envelopes with a faded name, holding memories that still remain. The ink has faded, the paper's worn like the hands that wrote them long ago. every line still feels alive like a river that continues to flow. Time can take away the faces we knew, but it can't erase the love that was true. Letters from Cedar Creek written by hearts that were tired but strong. Stories of love, stories of dreams, and the places where we belong. Through every word and every tear, I hear the voices I used to know. Those letters keep the memories alive, like a river that keeps on flowing slow. Grandpa wrote about the harvest fields, the long hard days, and the things that heal. Mama wrote about the porch light glow and how she missed the days when I was home. There were promises made beneath the stars and wishes sent from a world afar. Every letter was a piece of time, a little piece of a life left behind. Some treasures don't shine like gold. They're the stories that our hands can hold. Letters from Cedar Creek written by hearts that were tired but strong. Stories of love, stories of dreams, and the places where we belong. Through every word and every tear, I hear the voices I used to know. Those letters keep the memories alive, like a river that keeps on flowing slow. Maybe someday someone will find mine, hidden away with a passing time. They'll read about the roads I traveled, the battles fought and the dreams unraveled. They'll know I loved, they'll know I cared, they'll know I left my heart somewhere. Letters from Cedar Creek still singing after all these years, carrying laughter, carrying pain, carrying smiles through the rain. Though the hands that wrote them are gone, the words keep carrying on like an old country song we still sing, keeping alive the memories they bring. By the creek where the willows bend, those old letters found a friend. And every time the evening comes near, Cedar Creek whispers what we hold dear. There's a mason jar sitting on the table beside a vase of wildflowers in the sun. Two different stories sitting together, like the roads we traveled when we were young. One came from the fields and the hard-earned days. One came from the dreams we chased away. Both carried memories of where we'd been. Both held the marks of the life we lived in. Some things are rough, some things are sweet, but every heart has a rhythm and beat. Like whiskey and wildflowers, we were fire and rain. A little bit of sorrow, a little bit of sunshine after pain. Through the highs and the low hours, we stood through every storm. Like whiskey and wildflowers, we found a way to keep growing strong. I remember dancing on that old dirt floor, laughing until we couldn't laugh anymore. You wore a simple dress beneath the moonlight sky, and I knew right then I had found my wife. Life wasn't always easy to hold. Some chapters were heavy, some stories were cold, but every scar and every mile was worth it for another one of your smiles. The years may leave their lines on our face, but true love only grows with grace. Like whiskey and wildflowers, we were fire and rain. A little bit of sorrow, a little bit of sunshine after pain. Through the highs and the low hours, we stood through every storm. Like whiskey and wildflowers, we found a way to keep growing strong. When the autumn winds come calling and the fields turn golden brown, I'll still reach for your hand when the sun goes down. Because the sweetest kind of love is the one that learns to stay through the broken roads and the changing days. Like whiskey and wildflowers, we're stories still being written. A little bit of old memories, a little bit of new beginnings. Through every season passing, through every scar we've known. Like whiskey and wildflowers, we made this heart a home. So pour another memory and place another flower near. Some loves become forever with every passing year. There's an old dirt road beyond the county line, where the fence posts lean with the hands of time. Every curve still calls my name, though the world around it has surely changed. I can hear the laughter on a summer breeze, feel the shade beneath those sycamore trees. Every mile holds a memory tied, like
like a photograph in the fading light. The years may come and the years may go, but some places never let you go. Back roads, never forget every promise we made, every tear we wept. They remember our dreams beneath open skies, the truth behind our young blue eyes. Though the highways pulled us far away, these dusty miles are where our hearts still stay. No matter how far this life may get, back roads never forget. That old white church still stands up high with a weathered steeple touching the sky. The bell still rings on Sunday morning, just like it did when I was born. The corner store in the baseball field, the simple joys no city could steal. Every porch, every gravel lane still whispers my forgotten name. Some roads are paved with concrete and stone, but the best ones always lead us home. Back roads, never forget every promise we made, every tear we wept. They remember our dreams beneath open skies, the truth behind our young blue eyes. Though the highways pull us far away, these dusty miles are where our hearts still stay. No matter how far this life may get, back roads never forget. Someday I'll drive these roads once more, past every barn and every porch. I'll tip my hat to yesterday and thank the miles that shaped my way, because a heart raised on country ground always knows where it's truly found. Back roads never forget, they're the map inside my chest. They've carried my hopes through joy and pain and welcomed me home time and again. When the final sunset paints the west, I'll follow these old roads to my rest, long after these old wheels have left. Back roads never forget. Dust will settle, the seasons will turn, but the roads that raised me will always burn in the heart of a country soul. There's an old hat hanging by the door. It hasn't moved since that autumn morn. A pair of boots beside the wall, still waiting for a familiar call. The sun still rises on the open range, but nothing here feels quite the same. The cattle graze, the wind still blows, but only heaven knows where a cowboy goes. Some folks leave without a sound, yet their spirit never leaves this ground. There's a cowboy's empty chair, but his heart is everywhere. In the sunrise on the prairie wide, in the stars that fill the midnight sky. Every trail he rode still tells his name. Every fence and field remain the same. Though he's gone beyond our sight, his love still rides with the morning light. He taught me how to mend the fence, to keep my word and stand my ground. He said a man's not measured by his wealth, but by the kindness that he's found. Now I hear his voice in every breeze, across the hills and through the trees. Every lesson still lives on, long after the man is gone. Time may steal the years away, but love is stronger than yesterday. There's a cowboy's empty chair, but his heart is everywhere. In the campfire's gentle glow, in every river's steady flow, the stories that he left behind are treasures written through time. Though the trail has reached its end, his legacy will never bend. When my own trail reaches sunset and my work on earth is through, I hope they'll say I live with honor, just the way I learned from you. Until that day I'll ride with pride, keeping your memory by my side. There's a cowboy's empty chair, but love still lingers there. Every sunrise brings a smile, though we've missed you all the while. Your spirit rides the western wind across the valleys once again, and every time the daylight fades, we remember the life you made. So I'll tip my hat to the evening sky as another day goes gently by. Though your chair may stand alone, your heart will always lead me home.
The sun slipped low behind the pines, painting gold across the county line. The old dance hall lit up once more, with laughter spilling through the door. Your boots tapped softly on the floor like they had 1,000 nights before. When you smiled across that room at me, the whole wide world felt wild and free. The fiddle sang, the steel guitar cried, and every lonely mile came back to life. Under the Texas moon tonight, everything just feels so right. Hand in hand beneath the stars, two old hearts with brand new sparks. The night may fade with morning's light, but love keeps burning warm and bright. We'll dance until the morning's inside under the Texas moon tonight. Breeze carried the scent of sage, turning another well-loved page. A pickup parked beside the fence, holding years of sweet romance. Neighbors laughed around the fire, sharing stories and old desires. The little town slowed to a peaceful pace, while heaven smiled this place. Some dreams don't grand parade, just faithful love that never fades. Under the Texas moon tonight, everything just feels so right. Hand in hand beneath the stars, two old hearts with brand new sparks. The night may fade with morning's light, but love keeps burning warm and bright. We'll dance until the morning's inside under the Texas moon tonight. When tomorrow comes with rising sun, we'll still remember all we've done. Every step, every laugh, every kiss, built a lifetime out of moments like this. If forever has a place on earth, it's found where simple love has a word. Under the Texas moon tonight, we'll keep this memory shining bright. Side by side through joy and tears, growing stronger through the years. No matter where the road may wind, you'll always have this heart of mine. We'll thank the Lord for love so true beneath the sky of endless blue. The fiddle fades, the stars still gleam, the night feels like a country dream. We'll meet again where love feels right, under the Texas moon tonight. Grandpa kept an old gold pocket watch on a worn-out chain by his Sunday vest. He'd hold it close before the break of dawn and say, son, time will always know what's best. Its hands moved slow, but never missed. Every season, every mile, it measured more than passing hours. It measured every honest smile. He'd say, don't chase what fades away. The richest life is earned each day. Grandpa's pocket watch still ticks, counting moments life can't fix. Every second whispers true. Spend your time on what loves you. Not the money, not the fame, but the hearts that know your name. Its hands keep turning, come what may, guiding me to this very day. He taught me how to mend a fence, to shake a hand and keep my word. He said the loudest kind of love is often never even heard. We'd sit beneath the old oak tree, watching evening paint the sky. Those simple talks became the treasures no wealth could ever buy. The years keep flying like the wind, but true love always circles back again. Grandpa's pocket watch still ticks, counting moments life can't fix. every second whispers true. Spend your time on what loves you, not the money, not the fame, but the hearts that know your name. Its hands keep turning, come what may, guiding me to this very day. Now the watch rests in my hand, its golden shine has grown so dim, but every tiny steady beat still sounds a lot like him. When my own grandchildren ask someday why I treasure this old timepiece so, I'll tell them love outlives the years, and that's the greatest gift I know. Grandpa's pocket watch still ticks through every joy and every risk. Though the hands have weathered time, its faithful heart is still alive. I'll pass it down when my road ends, along with stories, hope, and friends, because the finest things we leave are the lessons others keep. The sun goes down beyond the hill, the old watch quietly ticking still. Time may never wait for me, but love lives on through memory. These old boots have walked 1,000 miles across gravel roads and country miles. They've carried dreams through pouring rain, through hard-earned joy and honest pain. The leather's worn, the soles are thin, but they've never let me down. Every scar upon them tells a story of life lived on country ground. The road ahead may still be long, but every step has made me strong. With faded boots and new horizons, I'll keep chasing morning skies. Every sunrise brings another chance to live this simple country life. The wind may change, the seasons turn, but this old heart still burns. No matter where tomorrow lies, I'll walk toward new horizons. I've crossed rivers wide and mountain trails, watched old dreams become brand new tales. I've tipped my hat to strangers' smiles and found good friends across the miles. The map keeps changing in my hands, but home lives deep inside. Every winding road reminds me hope is always worth the ride. You don't need riches to be free, just faith enough to believe. With faded boots and footprints no storm can hide. With faded boots and new horizons, I'll greet each dawn with open eyes. The past has shaped the man I am, but tomorrow still calls my name. As long as there's a road to find and stars to light the sky, these faded boots will carry me toward every new horizon. The dust may settle where I've been, but the journey starts again with a thankful heart and open skies. My faded boots meet new horizons. The river winds through fields of green like it has since we were 17, skipping stones beneath the summer sun, believing life had just begun. The willow trees still softly sway, guarding echoes of yesterday. Those seasons changed and years moved on, the river keeps our memories strong. Water keeps on rolling by, but love is deeper than the tide. The river keeps your name flowing gently just the same. Every ripple, every bend carries where our story's been. Though time has carried us apart, you're still the current in my heart. As long as these waters find the sea, the river keeps your name for me. That old rope swing is hanging still above the banks beyond the hill. The laughter we left floating there still dances softly through the air. I close my eyes and I can see you smiling back across the creek. Some places never let love fade, they hold the promises we made. The moon still paints the water bright, just like it did those summer nights. The river keeps your name flowing gently just the same. Every ripple, every bend carries where our story's been.
us apart. You're still the current in my heart as long as these waters find the sea. The river keeps your name for me. If I could walk one trail again, I'd meet you where the river bends. We'd sit beneath the evening sky, watching little dreams drift by. No words would need to fill the air, 'cause love was always waiting there. The river keeps your name long after sunsets fade away. Its gentle song still calls to me like an old familiar melody. And when my final day is done and my last long journey has begun, I know these waters will remain forever whispering your name. The river rolls beneath the stars, healing old and silent scars, though the years may never be the same. The river keeps your name.
Church bell rang on a Sunday morn, just like it had since I was born. Folks filled the pews in their finest clothes, carrying burdens nobody knows. A weathered Bible in my hand, trying to understand God's plan. Some prayers are spoken, some remain hidden behind a smile through the pain. Amazing grace can find its way even through our darkest days. Sunday's best and broken hearts, that's where healing always starts. Faith and hope walk hand in hand when life don't go the way we plan. Every tear becomes a prayer. The Lord is always waiting there. No soul has to stand apart from Sunday's best and broken hearts. Mrs. Johnson lit a candle bright for her son working through the night. Old Mr. Carter bowed his head, remembering words his father said. The little girl sang soft and clear, bringing every eye to tears. In that small white country church, love was stronger than the hurt. Mercy blooms where kindness grows, like wildflowers after snow. Sunday's best and broken hearts, that's where healing always starts. Faith and hope walk hand in hand when life don't go the way we plan. Every tear becomes a prayer. The Lord is always waiting there. No soul has to stand apart from Sunday's best and broken heart. When the road gets long and lonely and the answer seems so far, heaven's light still shines upon us like the brightest guiding star. Every soul can find redemption no matter where they've been. Love can build a brand new morning again. Sunday's best and broken hearts still finding strength through every scar. The choir sings, the sun shines through, painting every sky brand new. We'll keep believing come what may. Love will always find a way. Together hand in hand we'll stand, safe within our Father's plan. The church doors close, the week begins, but the peace remains within, with humble faith and grateful hearts. We're all just Sunday's best and broken hearts. There's a water tower watching over Maine, a courthouse clock that still keeps time. The diner serves the same hot coffee, and everybody stands in line. The barber knows your family name. Preacher asked how you've been. But around here a handshake means forever, and strangers quickly become friends. You won't find flashing city lights, but you'll find hearts that shine so bright. It's a small town heaven where the stars outnumber the street lights at night, where neighbors become family and kindness always feels right. You can chase the world if you want to, but you'll always know where you belong. There's a little piece of heaven in this small town all along. Friday nights beneath the stadium lights, the whole town fills the stands. Children laugh in the summer breeze, with homemade ice cream in their hands. Grandma waves from the front porch swing, while Grandpa hums an old refrain. Every season brings another reason to fall in love with this place again. Riches aren't counted by what you own, they're measured by the love you've known. It's a small town like heaven where the stars outnumber the street lights at night, where neighbors become family and kindness always feels right. You'll always know where you belong. There's a little piece of heaven in this small town all along. One day my hair will turn silver gray, and these old boots will slow their pace, but I'll still smile every morning when the sunrise warms this place. this little town will always be the melody inside my song. It's a small town like heaven, where love is stronger than the years, where every goodbye brings a welcome home, and every smile dries the tears. If I had the chance to live again, I'd choose these roads before the dawn. There's a little piece of heaven in this small town all alone. The church bell rings, the sunset glows, the river gently rolls along. If heaven has a country road, I believe it starts right here at home. The sun slipped low beyond the hills, leaving gold across the fields. The screen door creaked in the evening breeze, while shadows danced through the maple trees. Barefoot kids laughed down the lane, chasing summer through the fading day. The air was sweet with honeysuckle vines, and all the world seemed frozen in time. When daylight slowly fades away, the little lights begin to play. Fireflies over Hickory Lane, shining through the warm July rain. Tiny stars upon the ground lighten up this quiet town. Every flicker tells a story, every glow recalls the glory of simple nights that still remain. Fireflies over Hickory Lane. Grandma hummed an old-time tune as crickets welcomed in the moon. Grandpa rocked on the front porch swing with a smile that said everything. The old hound slept beside the steps, dreaming where the creek bends west. Those peaceful nights still fill my mind, like treasured pages left behind. The years may drift like leaves in flight, but memories still glow at night. Fireflies over Hickory Lane, shining through the warm July rain. Tiny stars upon the ground lighten up this quiet town. Every flicker tells a story, every glow recalls the glory of simple nights that still remain. Fireflies over Hickory Lane. Now I bring my children here to laugh beneath the sky so clear. I tell them every little light holds a dream within the night. They run the way I used to do, with hopeful hearts and
sky so blue, and I can almost hear my parents say, hold on to these moments while they stay. Fireflies over Hickory Lane, still dancing after all these days. Though the world keeps racing on, this little magic isn't gone. As long as summer fills the air and love is found in moments shared, these tiny lights will gently rain. Fireflies over Hickory Lane. When the stars begin to fill the sky and the moon starts climbing high, I'll always find my way again to fireflies over Hickory Lane.
That old red barn stands proud and tall, though time has worn its weathered walls. Its wooden beams have held the years through laughter, love, and quiet tears. Morning sunlight fills the hay, just like it did in yesterday. Every nail and every board keeps a story worth the world. Some memories never fade away, they simply find another day. If barns could talk, what would they say about the hearts that found their way, about the dances in the hayloft light and songs that carried through the night? They tell of dreams built hand in hand, a faith that grew from honest land. No, I'd sit and listen for all night long if barns could sing their country songs. I carved my initials on an old pine post beside the one I love the most. The years have softened every line, but not the memories left behind. The horses waited by the gate, never worried if we'd be late. Life moved slow, but love grew fast, building moments made to last. The wind still whispers through the cracks, carrying voices that always come back. If barns could talk, what would they say about the summers that slipped away, about the harvest moon so bright and families gathered every night? They tell of hope through drought and rain, sing their country songs. One day these old boards may finally fall, but love outlives these weathered walls. The stories planted in this ground will echo long after they're gone, because a home is more than wood and stone. It's every heart that called it home. If barns could talk, they'd speak of grace, of simple lives and warm embrace. They'd remind us where we all belong in every prayer and every song. Though time keeps turning like the wind, these memories never truly end. As long as country hearts stay strong, the barn will live in every song. The sunset fades behind the hill, the old barn stands in silence still. But if you listen with your heart, you'll hear its story never part. There's a winding road past the old mill creek, where the whispering pines have spoken to me. Every mile feels like an old friend's smile, waiting there all the while. The morning mist hugs the mountainside like it never learned to say goodbye. And every turn brings my heart back home, to the place I've always known. I've wandered far beneath foreign skies, but home has never left my mind. There's a home beyond the pine trees, where love still waits for me, where the front porch light is shining bright like a beacon through the night. No matter where these old boots roam, my heart keeps calling me back home, beyond the hills and memories. There's a home beyond the pine trees. Mama's quilt still warms the bed with every stitch of love she spread. Daddy's old guitar hangs on the wall, ready to answer one more call. The kettle sings its evening song like I was never gone too long. Every little thing reminds me why some roots never truly die. Time may carry us far away, but love always finds the way. There's a home beyond the pine trees where love still waits for me, where the front porch light is shining bright like a beacon through the night. No matter where these old boots roll, my heart keeps calling me back home. Beyond the hills and memories, there's a home beyond the pine trees. One day when these roads are through and I've chased every dream I knew, I'll lay my hat upon that shelf and finally be myself. The greatest treasure I have found was never in another town. It was waiting where my story grew, beneath those pines I always knew. There's a home beyond the pine trees where every season welcomes me. The fields still dance beneath the breeze, the river sings in harmony. I'll never lose the path I know, no matter where tomorrow goes. My heart will always believe there's a home beyond the pine trees. When the evening stars appear, I know that home is always near. Beyond the whispering evergreen, there's a home beyond the pine trees. Sun drops low behind the hills, painting gold on the windowsills. The prairie sings a lonesome tune, welcoming the rising moon. I've spent my life chasing the horizon, where the earth and heaven seem to meet. Every mile is left a memory in the dust beneath my feet. The farther I roam, the more I find home is carried in the heart and mind. Wherever the western sky, that's where my story begins again. With a weathered hat and a faithful prayer, I know the good Lord meets me there. Every sunset lights the way to another home, another day. I'll keep riding with the wind, wherever the western sky ends. The coyotes sing beneath the stars, while the campfire heals old scars. My old guitar rests on my knee, playing songs that set me free. I've met strangers who became my friends on lonely roads that never end. Every handshake, every smile made this journey all worthwhile. You can't measure life by what you own, but by the love you've always shown. Wherever the western sky ends, that's where my story begins again. With a weathered hat and a faithful prayer, I know the good Lord meets me there. Every sunset lights the way to another hope, another day. I'll keep riding with the wind, wherever the western sky ends. When the final trail lies up ahead and every word I've left is said, don't cry because I'm riding on, just smile and sing my favorite song. The open range is always known, no heart was ever made alone. Love will follow where I've been long after this ride reaches its end. Wherever the western sky ends, my spirit will ride again through fields of gold and endless blue. I'll leave a trail that's honest and true. The wind will carry my refrain across the valleys, through the plains, until the dawn begins again. Wherever the western sky ends, as the stars fill up the night, I'll tip my hat to fading light. The trail goes on beyond my sight, wherever the western sky ends. Lights are fading one by one, another long day's finally done. The old guitar rests in my hands, like it's always understood this man. I've sung of love and winding roads, of open fields and heavy loads. Every melody I've ever known has led this country heart back home. Every ending holds a brand new start, the final note still fills the heart. One more song before goodbye, one more sunset paints the sky. Raise your glass and sing along to every mile that made us strong. Though the curtain slowly falls tonight, the memories will keep burning bright until we meet somewhere down the line. Here's one more song before goodbye. I've met good friends in little towns, where handshakes meant you could count on them. I've watched the seasons come and go, like rivers only heaven knows. The stories written in these songs will keep on living long after I'm gone. If one old tune can make you smile, then every road was worth the miles. Life's greatest gift is not the end, it's every moment that we spend. One more song before goodbye, one more dream beneath the sky. Hold your loved ones close tonight and never let their light grow dim. Every chorus, every rhyme becomes a memory over time. So lift your voice and harmonize with one more song before goodbye. When tomorrow finds another road, carry kindness as your load. Leave a little hope behind for someone else to someday find. No matter where your journey goes, let your heart be what it shows. A life well lived is softly sung, long after the final chord is done. One more song before goodbye, one more prayer beneath the sky. Thank the Lord for every day, for every blessing on the way. Though this album reaches its end, the music lives in every friend until our paths once more align. Here's one more song before goodbye. The stage grows quiet, the stars still shine, the echoes linger with the passing time. This isn't the end, it's just the last refrain until these country songs meet you again.